Rain lashed the window pane. She curled up on the sofa, phone in hand. Another Saturday night alone. Friends had urged her to try online dating. She scrolled through profiles, skepticism battling loneliness. Then she saw him, Alex. Piercing blue eyes, a playful smirk. He was different. His message popped up almost instantly. "You have the most captivating eyes I've ever seen." She laughed, a real laugh. They chatted for hours, a comfortable back and forth. He loved old movies, devoured books, just like her. He even quoted her favorite poet. Could this be it? Could she finally let someone in? Their first date was at a cozy, candlelit bistro. He was even more handsome in person. His laughter was warm, his gaze intense. He held her hand across the table, his touch sending shivers down her spine. He spoke of their future together, his voice filled with a conviction that both thrilled and unsettled her. He showered her with extravagant gifts, a first edition of her favorite book, a vintage locket engraved with her initials. Each gift felt heavy with unspoken expectations. He called constantly, his voice a low murmur in her ear, even late at night. Her initial excitement began to curdle into unease. He hated it when she couldn't answer his calls. His voice would turn cold, accusatory. "Who were you with?" he'd demand, his words laced with suspicion. He'd show up unexpectedly, at her work, outside her apartment, a bouquet of blood-red roses in hand. His possessiveness was suffocating. One night he took her to a secluded cabin in the woods, our place he called it, his eyes gleaming with a strange light. She tried to laugh it off, but fear coiled in her stomach. He handed her a velvet box. Inside, nestled on satin, lay a gleaming ring. Panic choked her. "We don't even really know each other," she whispered, her voice trembling. His face contorted, a mask of rage replacing his charming facade. "You're mine!" he hissed, his voice a guttural growl. She knew she had to get away. As he lunged for her, she grabbed a heavy candlestick, its silver glinting in the moonlight. She swung it with all her might. He roared in pain, clutching his head. She didn't look back. She ran through the woods, her lungs burning, her heart pounding like a drum. She escaped into the night, his enraged cries echoing behind her. He had seemed perfect, the answer to her loneliness. But beneath the charm lurked something dark, something that would have destroyed her. She vowed to trust her gut from now on. It was a lesson learned in blood and fear, a lesson she wouldn't soon forget.